Wa la 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 la. We are back with a new musical today, talking about The Greatest Showman. And I'm not gonna sing the whole time, because let me tell you, I'm horrible. And yeah, guys, here we are. We're talking The Greatest Showman, the brand new Hugh Jackman film. It is here. And this was a film I was really anticipating for. I love the soundtrack. I was listening to it before. Got to go see it. And let me tell you, as the film is not perfect, I did certainly enjoy myself watching the film. It has its problems, which we'll get into, but I do want to talk about the pros first. First, the leads in here are fantastic. Hugh Jackman has such a charm and charisma to himself that he just lights up the screen when he shows up. He is a performer, a master of the arts, and that is shown here. He is great. Michelle Williams is fantastic as his wife, and then going from there, Zac Efron. He's one of those actors that, you know, he's grown from High School Musical to this now. He's great. He's great when he's on screen, and I loved hearing his performance. My favorite scene is probably with him and Hugh Jackman singing and dancing in this bar, and I loved that scene. And Zendaya also pops up in here, and Zendaya, when she's in it, she is good. There are issues with her character and her storyline that I think needed to be addressed more, but she was great from when she was on it. Yeah, you heard me say it. That bar scene was fantastic, and that goes for every musical scene in this film. How it was filmed is masterfully beautiful. It makes me remember why I love filmmaking, the way I love the camera movements, the way I love the cinematography, because that's what I got in this film. Tons of art. It is such a beautifully lit film, such beautifully lit scenes. There was a scene in particular that was a little kind of poorly put together. It kind of like the CGI did not mess in that scene, but everything else, great. It literally looked like a Broadway play was going on in front of me, and it looked masterful, and I love that about this film. There are issues that I said. As much as I love the performances, as much as I love the cinematography and the way the scenes were filmed, and as much as I loved what they were doing with the charisma and style, the tone of this film is very family friendly. The tone of this film is very good, have a good feeling in your soul, and want to dance and sing on the screen. But the problem with that is, since this is trying to also tell kind of a true story, there are aspects of this film that should have been dealing with racism, how manipulative some of the characters could be, and also some issues that happen in just that part of the world. And none of it is really addressed. It is addressed, and then it isn't. And some of those should have been addressed more, because the film's story structure is very sudden. It starts and it just goes. And that story structure also doesn't really work for the film, because at times this film seems like it's just a music video with scenes with little bits of dialogue carrying over to the next musical dialogue and the next musical scene, which doesn't make for a good movie. That I do enjoy this film completely. I think it's a very well-made film in the direction and the way the music's filmed and the way the performances are gone, but the story structure, I think if this film had like 15 to 20 more minutes, this film would have benefited a little bit more from having more of a deeper story. It might have touched on more scenes that would have been a little bit more harsh, the family-friendly tone that they were going for, but I think that's what this film would have helped in the long run, at least as making it a film. I think if you're a musical fan, I think if you're just wanting to go to the theater for Christmas and have a great time watching something with your family, I think this is the film for you to go see. If maybe Star Wars is maybe too much for your younger ones, or maybe Ferdinand you've already seen and stuff like that, but I think this is one of those films that really is a good family film. I just personally wanted more of seeing that element of the manipulativeness, the racist stuff that happens in this story that should have been touched on a little bit more of the timing of this film. Like I said, I understand why the filmmakers chose to go in this other direction, but I personally wanted that, especially coming off of Hugh Jackman's other musical categories that we've seen him in, like Les Mis, where it was totally a story thing. I think 15 to 20 minutes for this film would have really added on, because this is actually a pretty short film. It goes by really fast. The pacing is really fast, and I like this film. I had a good time with it. I thought the performances were great. The music is fantastic. The way the music scenes are set are beautifully lit and set. I just wanted more of a story structure for this film. But like I said, this film really did remind me why I love filmmaking, why I want to be a director, and all that kind of other things in it. So with all that said, I'm going to give The Greatest Showman a B-. Certainly, this is not a horrible film. I think the story is really the only issue with this film, and it could have been structured a bit better. But it's still a good time, and I think you guys are going to really enjoy it. So make sure to go check it out this holiday season, guys. But let me know, guys, did you guys get to check this film out? Have you not? Make sure to comment down below and tell me your guys' thoughts. Make sure to hit that like, subscribe button, and that notification bell so you guys never miss a video. Make sure to go check out Sandwich John Films down below so you guys can always check out giveaways and advanced screens that that our website is doing. I love being a part of this team. Make sure to go check us out. You guys can find other reviews and tons of other things on the website. But of course, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are having a happy holidays, and make sure to check out more videos coming soon. Until next time, stay classy and have a great rest of your day.